Hello everyone, welcome back to ZOR, Pilgrimage of the Slorfs. We've had a smooth run so far through the first half of the Rugged Steppes. We are all ready to jump into our next day at the Mushroom Weeds. What we're basically currently trying to do is get enough upgrades and XP and the like to make the Merc a little more manageable. Because, oh boy, it's tough out there. Right, this map is horrible, mostly due to this band of sink sand where we become stuck if we enter it, and then we have to harvest our way out. We do have a maniacal strike to destroy this underflock turret. That will be helpful. Healing trunk obstacle, harvest, gain bark. That's one I haven't seen before. That would be very nice. The other problem is there's this band of thorns, and the flying creatures will not fly over these thorns. So until we make a break in them, the enemies won't start to come to us, so we are kind of limited on how much time we have for all the stuff that we need to do. But I'm going to start by discarding a stone. And we are going to do a lazy up to the turret. So these guys will just kind of randomly potter around until we're ready. I'm wondering that we might actually need to eat the nut at some point. So, until we get our harvest card, I want to peel the trunk, but at the same time we have to harvest some of this sand if we're going to get past it, because we don't have a jump card. So, we have a lot of problems, basically. I'm just going to discard motivation. Then here, I'm going to maniacal strike that. Now, if we want to get rid of some of this sand, we need to be next to it when we play our harvest card. There's no way for us really to get all the way over there to do that. Oh, there is. Kinda. We're probably not going to get all of the bonuses this time round. We've got a Spitbug, 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 Thorny Bug. Well, that is just a terrible, terrible set of enemies. Because they can hit us from range in like a big... They can surround us and all attack us at once. Which is not going to be ideal. At least they only have 1 HP apiece. Let's... Let's go easygoing to here. And we are going to walk to there. We will refill our water. I don't think we need to hold on to 2 nuts, so we'll get rid of 1. Then we can harvest that bit of sand, which means we can now walk through that channel, which is good for us. Then I'm going to discard the Grimp Shell. And we want to get rid of this dense overgrown weed, I think. Shame that this one here only has 1 health, but it's so hard to get all the way around that. If we backtrack, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can't actually make it to here because we'd have to go through the sink sand for that. I will backtrack to here. Oh, they can shoot us through the weeds. That's a problem. That's quite a problem. Alright then. I'm going to just walk 1 over. We are going to sneak to here. Then we get another turn. We can motivate to destroy this. And then we have 2 more actions. These guys have 1 action. They're not going to be close enough to hit us. So I'm going to move over to here. Get a recipe for a battle staff. And then I'm going to eat this food. Now they have to come closer to us if they want to hit us, but that also means they have to come through the gap that we've created. Which might help. Like I said, I do not like this map. It's a toughie. How much water do we have? 3. Alright. I'm going to get this XP and stand in the sand. We are stuck. But I can harvest us out of it and we don't have to do such a long walk. Right, we do not have enough actions to get over there and attack stuff. We could from here with backtrack, but we can't move through one another's space, which is its own problem. So, oh, I hate this map so much. Can't go to there because I'd be in the way of this. I want to be able to backtrack next turn. I'm going to awkwardly just discard a walk card. No, I'm not. Am I? Yes, I am. Then here, we're going to backtrack for 4 actions. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, this thing has 2 actions. It's going to try and fly towards us imminently. So, I'm going to discard a walk card. And, oh, we could backtrack and kill this, but we'd be in line to receive a bunch of hits. So, I'm going to play easygoing and step back to here and end my turn. They did exactly what I wanted them to do. So, now we can maniacal strike them and kill them in 1 turn. We take 1 point of damage back at ourselves because they were a spiky bug. Then we can backtrack, kill them, and we'll move through. This is going to move towards us. Right, do I want to harvest anything down here? Yes, the Triobelisk. There's also a stone there. I'm going to come back for this +4 mushroom patch. Because we have to keep ourselves fed here. Motivation is going to let me kill them. That is the last of the enemies, I believe. I'm going to stand next to the water, so that will replenish. Okay. Enemies are dead. Now it just becomes a game in resource collection management, which is my favorite sim game. Right, let's go lazy for the mushrooms. Yeah. We're not next to the edge of the board, so we can't backtrack. So, let's just walk 1 to this XP. I can backtrack to this water. There's no better water to stand on than the one I am. Or at least shoreline. Yeah. Get this stick. Then I'm going to harvest this bark and refill on water. I can discard the bark we collected for a free turn. We can discard Maniacal Strike for a free turn. Now, we need to redraw our harvest card. So, there is one last mushroom over there, but it's not a great one. Let's go and get that XP while we're not doing very much else. I'm going to step to here so we can backtrack across the board a bit. So that for 2. Backtrack to there. Walk 1 to here. It's not great. I don't love it. There's harvest. That's at least something. You can happily discard the Maniacal Strike card. Then we can motivate down to here. The harvest next turn. Easy going gets us to there again. Harvest the Triobelisk for a card. Prepare, Scrounge, and Hop. I'm going to take Hop. If I'd have had Hop at the start of this mission, it would have been so much easier. We hop over to here. We're very close to this stone. Or we can hop over and get the experience. Let's hop over here. Then we can backtrack. I want the water, but it's just not ideal. Go get the XP. We have no food left. We can either discard the nut or eat the nut. I'm going to discard the nut. We're going to play a walk card to get the XP. Then we're going to draw motivation because it's the last card. Now, the only thing left to do is attack this or harvest the concealing grass or the dead tree. But for what we have left, I don't know that we'll be able to make either of those things work. We can discard the stone for free that we picked up. Then... oh, we will be able to get something. We need more water. So we're going to walk to here. Refill on water. We have 2 HP left. So, or 2 food rather. I'm going to walk to here, which lets us refill on water. Then, would I rather grass or sticks? Let's take the sticks. Then refill on water. When we refill on water, we can play Maniacal Strike to attack this. Reduces more sticks. We need to redraw our harvest card again if we want to be able to do anything with it. We have full water, so if we draw it, we can harvest that. A free motivation gets us to those sticks. So now we're going to have to start burning through our health if we want to get this grass. Don't think it's worth it for 1 extra grass, so let's make count. A much trickier board to deal with, but we got through it. 6 XP. If we want to learn any of this stuff, it's going to cost us 1 XP. I would like another swipe card. I'd also like some more water. We could do both. If I do, we'd have 4 XP left. I think that would be enough to upgrade the strike card we get. We could also upgrade Backtrack to +3 actions if at edge of map instead of +2. Or make this a 1/3. Or upgrade Sneak or Hop even. But what I think I want to do is get another swipe card. Get some more water. upgrade our new swipe guard. I'm really looking for a ranged attack. Yell, fear adjacent enemies, and then stun them for 1 turn. Fear, target flees 3 tiles away from threats. Large enemies are immune. Stun, while stunned, the unit skips its turn. Large enemies are immune, does not reshuffle. Punch, attack adjacent target for 2 damage and knock back 1 tile. Target is pushed away a number of tiles. Large or fixed enemies are immune. Disengage, attack adjacent target for 1 damage and step back 2 tiles. Slorf gains stealth for 1 turn. Stealth cannot be seen or targeted by hostile units. Right, I'm going to take disengage. It's not quite a ranged attack, but it's the closest option we get. We still have enough XP to do an inspiring figurine, which for 1 XP each camp, I think is worth doing now rather than any time later. And then we could make a walking stick, but we don't have... Cane? Cane is a new one. I thought walking stick was what that would be. I don't know if cane is something different. But I think that is going to be everything for that camp. So the soothing hunting grounds. Just as I rehydrate as the board loads. What do we have here? Bug egg hatches if a Slorf moves adjacent, becomes inactive when enemies are cleared. There is a bowl of conjuring, which is a very good thing to harvest. Tree blowing us around at the back. There is a claw. There is a recipe. There is an aloe tree. And this guy plus the 3 flyers over here. Okay. Where do we begin? You have 2? You have 2. You're going to come fly next to us next turn. I'm going to discard the nut. And we could backtrack straight up here and get that going. I'm going to do that. No, am I? We've got so many mushrooms that I would love to actually functionally use rather than just eating them while we're at full health. Alright, I'm gonna... Which way is the wind blowing? That's a great question. Backwards. That's terrible. Like the worst way it could be blowing right now. I'm just going to discard the Grimp Shell. Although if we harvest a tile, we gain 2 of a thing. So if we do that with the Bowl of Conjuring, we could get double good stuff out of the Bowl of Conjuring. Which is tempting. Oh, this is just the worst turn ever. Alright. I hate this, but we're going to do it. What I want, though, rather than taking the movement all the way to here, I want to stop 1 shy. So that this opens and we can attack it immediately. Sometimes they'll have goo in, which is much preferable. This is not terribly helpful. Harvest an adjacent tile. Harvest an adjacent tile, gain 2. We're being pushed to the left, which does not help us here. We'll get rid of the claw. If I could move 3 to there, I would, but I can't. So let's just move to there. Lots of stuff flies around, but then they're going to get pushed by the wind. Oh, interesting. They didn't get pushed up the cliff. That's fine. Down here, we can Maniacal Strike the one ahead of us. over here, we're being pushed up and left next. I'm going to harvest this while we're stood next to water. Ah, we're not next to water now. My brain thought I was one over than I was. Fine. We can motivate here. Attack this once. Then attack it again. Then we want to be away from this thing, if at all possible. Tell you what I could do. This guy only gets one action. If we're up on the cliff, it can't attack us. So, I'm going to hop over to here. We can get started attacking the tree. I'm going to discard... yeah, I'm going to discard a stone. Because there's a bug egg behind there. Yeah. Gonna hit that once. Then that moves closer to me. We can't be pushed to the right there because the enemy is in the way. I'm being pushed down and right next. So I'm just going to discard the healing pod. We can't attack with that if we play it. So I'm going to play this to climb up the hill. Get pushed back a bit. I'm going to play lazy over these mushrooms. Yeah, let's go easygoing, move and strike. This spit bug is not doing a great job. 1, 2, 3, let's do that. We can backtrack. 1, 2, that pops. It's goo. Love to see some goo. Right, this thing has 1 HP left. I have no way to do damage to that effect. We do have a harvest card. We need to get up this cliff before we can deal with this spit bug, basically. We're being blown that way, which is super annoying. Alright, I'm actually just going to walk. I'm going to sneak here. And then harvest a stone. And then we can motivate. Kill that. Oh, some bark. Now we're not going to be blown around every turn, which is much easier to deal with. Discard the stone. Maniacal Strike is going to be great as soon as we're within range of this thing. So if we step down onto that bark, it will take the step towards us. Over here, this thing has 1 attack. I'm going to walk over so that it has to come down the cliff. Here, we can attack with Maniacal Strike to do 4 damage all at once. That's another Grimp Shell. That's a nice thing to see available. Let's discard the bark. Then easy going will get us XP and a stick. Oh, we're being shot. Of course we are. Alright, that's the enemies dealt with. Now we have some calm harvesting time. I'm going to hop up to this food to start. And walk 1 to this XP. Then Am I going to Grimp Shell this, or am I going to hold on to my extra Grimp Shell? In the crafting menu, we've already made a water basin. Gurgling Stew needs a Grimp Shell. And it's the only thing that we have that needs a Grimp Shell right now. So we might as well... we're up here. We might as well play one of them on the Bowl of Conjuring. The double Bowl of Conjuring. Wildstones, Grimp Eye, and Claw. I think the very easy choice is the Wildstone, because that's like the hardest thing to come across, basically. If we get 2 of those, we could play it to gain 2 XP, which would be a bit of a boon. But no, we're going to get this food. Then the only thing left is this dead tree. So let's explore up to that grass. I missed that. We do want that. Discard the Wildstone. Discard another Wildstone. And we can hop towards that rune. Yeah, we can walk towards that tree. And this one was not too bad. Recipe for a headband. Harvest sticks. And that is everything that isn't food. So let's make camp. To camp. Right, we've got loads of resources. Still can't make anything in this row. Although we might be able to make forage packs if we really wanted to. Digging sticks, walking sticks. But we have 8 XP to spend. So, I want to swap this stone to disengage. Absolutely. We can upgrade backtrack. We can upgrade easy going. We can upgrade hop. A lot of choices, which is tough. Carried with us during the game, we probably want 1 bark and 1 nut, I think. The other Grimp Shell, it's fine. Harvest card, we should probably think about upgrading that as well. Oh, God. We still have a whole thing to do before the boss. This just goes from 4 actions to 5 actions, doesn't it? 2 plus 2, or 2 plus 3. Well, this is 1 for 2, or 1 for 3. Or we could upgrade this Explore into some other kind of card. Or disengage, hit and run. Attack adjacent target for 1 damage and step back 4 tiles. Doesn't seem that much better. This can't be an attack because it's just actions. This goes to jump 3. This is sneak for both characters. Both Slorfs get an additional turn. That might be one for doing right before the boss. Alright, I'm going to upgrade easygoing and live with my choice. And then we're off to the Rotting Altar. Right, what do we have? Bunch of leaf piles. A strange beast. 3 actions. 1, 2, 3 is where it will get to. We already have Maniacal Strike in hand, which is great news. So, what else do we have? Some grass, some meat, a dying bow, berries, pond, Moongrave. In 6 turns, destroy grave and spawn an agitated apparition. Alright, we are up against the clock here then, which is a pretty big deal. This is a spit bug, my favourite, and a thorny bug. Okay. There's a tuber here. I'd love to get that if I could. But I need to deal with this. And this. So. I'm going to sneak to here. And then hop to here. We are going to walk to exactly there. Right. We can motivate, strike, get this food and stand here on the edge. We are going to maniacal strike the guy with 4 HP all at once. This guy has 2 HP. We need to hit them twice with backtrack. We can hit them again, then pick up the XP. So we now have 4 turns to destroy that grave, which should be just about okay. Do I actually need a Grimp Shell for anything? Gurgling Stew. Okay. There's no fish here, is there? I haven't seen a fish yet. There is a bowl of conjuring. So, let's just discard a bark. That's down to 3 turns already. Explore, move, and strike. Disengage is not going to help me. I can harvest the tuber or the bowl of conjuring. I'm going to go for the tuber just because I don't have one. 2 turns. I need more damage and I don't have it. Easier going will let me hit that twice. Up here. I'm going to play lazy. Take those. Oh god. This is terrible. So, basically, what's going to happen as I understand it? I can't do 3 damage to this. I just can't. So, at the end of the turn, it says next turn, not this turn. Next turn, destroy grave and spawn an agitated apparition. If it's next turn and not this turn, I'll be okay. Alright. I'm going to trust that this means next turn and not this turn. Yeah. Of course we draw Maniacal Strike right when it's most needed and least available to us. That's very rude. The developers, I will be telling you about that next time because that is terrible. Right, we're going to hop. Hold on. Wait, hold on. What do you say? Agitated apparition. 1 evade, 1 health, 1 action. Devour soul. This thing has health now. That's not what I was expecting. That's thrown me for a loop. But at least the run is not dead. So, I can take a moment, recuperate. Do I want this Grimp Shell? Kinda, yeah. I kinda do. We don't have any water for a harvest card play yet, so we need to get up here. So, let's hop to there. Let's get a recipe for a harpoon. Then here, I'm going to discard the nut. There's a harvest card we can't really use yet. Explore. We will get food XP. Then I just want to take one step. I don't want to backtrack. Oh wait, this might be the edge of the world. It is. But I need to be at the water. It's terrible. Right, give me the food, then take me to the water. Refill my water. Walk onto the XP. Then Maniacal Strike whilst we're next to the water. Walk. I need to get over to that heart thing. Then disengage while we're next to water. Then I'm going to move to here for free. Explore down to there. Easier going. Hit that and that. We discover some grass. We only need to harvest once, really. So we can discard Maniacal Strike for 2 waters worth. We can backtrack, but we can lazy as well. We can hop to the healing. We can harvest statue, Grimp Shell, Grimp Eye, Bark. We don't have any eyes yet, so let's take one. Then we can backtrack, destroy that, see if there's anything in it. There's not. If we redraw our harvest card, we could get another stick. Or if I can get over there, we could get some grass and a branch, but pretty far away. Stop there to refill our water. Discard the Grimp Eye. Discard the Grimp Shell. Discard Disengage. Discard Maniacal Strike while we're next to water. Then discard a Walk for 1 food. Motivate down to here. I think I'd rather 1 branch than 1 stick. So we'll keep trying to make this work. We can actually get all of that in that turn. We can discard a Disengage for 1 water. We can harvest for a branch. We can discard that branch. Then here, we can discard Lazy. Discard Walk. There's our harvest card back. So now we can harvest the tree. And I think that is everything. Oh no, there's a wood pile here, and if we attack it, there's sticks inside. But that, I think, is everything. Make camp. Alright, that was a tricky one. Crafting. We can make a gazing conduit, +1 hand size, +1 scouting level, add deck slot move, gain card explore. We can make a big fire to add more max food and a move card. Gain card walk. Make a harpoon to harvest a tile within range 4. Gazing effigy, grass decoy. And we have 9 XP. +1 hand size, counter attack when attacked by adjacent enemy. We only have 1 eye. We can't do both of those, unfortunately, otherwise that would be really good. So, let's do that. I will do this for +1 hand size going into the boss fight. 7 XP. Gain recipe for bandage. Not that necessary for us right now. 7 XP. Let's upgrade sneak before the boss fight. And then on the map, the boss fight will be the very next thing. We will kick off with that next time. And then as soon as we've done that boss fight, we will go on to the Merc. For now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.